Welcome to Bangkok, Thailand's bustling capital city, full of traffic, canals, temples, and of course, some of the world's best food. Our journey started as we rode out of Don Mueang International Airport and into the city's busy streets, and would continue south for approximately 1,000 kilometres, following Thailand's stunning coastlines all the way to the island of Phuket. To get out of the city, we rode through a mix of highways, laneways, side roads and residential streets, before making our way into quiet tropical farmland. Bit of rain the first few days coming out of Bangkok. Really nice route though, just in these plantations of coconuts and bananas, a few fish farms along the way. Really nice route. We've just headed southwest, hitting the coast soon, and yeah, good route so far. Following some canal paths out of Bangkok made for some relaxed riding to get our trip started, and in a couple of days' time we reached the small but busy town of Maeklong, one of several places in Asia famous for its markets built right there on the train track. As well as the train market, Maeklong has a great food and nightlife scene, and was a good town to take a day's rest off the bikes. Bit of a highway stretch to get us started this morning, a little bit of rain as well, but that's actually quite nice because it's probably about 10 degrees cooler than it will be this afternoon when the sun comes out. So yeah, just slow start to the day, nice and chilled, nice and cool. As we neared the coast, our route took us through small towns and villages, along more canal paths and quiet back roads. We were always surrounded by lush green tropical countryside, and never far from friendly locals and plenty of good food. Along the way we found these handy water filling stations, where for just a couple of baht you can refill all your bottles with clean water and cut down on plastic waste. On the quiet paths it was rare that we'd encounter any traffic. But sometimes we'd meet some friendly monkeys lying on the road, a few lazy monitor lizards crawling through the bush, and plenty of livestock drinking from the canals. We are just a few k's from Koh Phayam now, and today we've just been following a lot of these quiet little paths by the Klongs. Really nice part of Thailand, just a beautiful day, beautiful ride. In Koh Phayam we met up with a local cyclist, Paul, who we'd ride with over the next couple of days. It's always good riding with people who know the area, and as well as giving us a great route to ride, Paul provided us with lots of knowledge of the developments of the roads and local areas we passed through, as well as providing us with plenty of laughs. This section of the route was a great mix of quiet roads through more tropical countryside, as well as a few dedicated bike paths leading us to stunning beaches and through national parks. We bumped into lots of other bike tourists on this stretch, meeting people from all over the world, including these guys who are from Indonesia, making their way all the way to Mecca. We're just riding down the east coast of Thailand now, past Hua Hin and towards Krut and all the way down to Chumphon, where we're going to cross over to the other side. But so far this is pretty typical for the roads, nice and quiet away from the highway, pretty much following the train line. You get the occasional scooter passing you, but that's about it. Really relaxed riding, really beautiful stretch of coast to ride down. We're just leaving Krut now. Absolutely beautiful little beach area. Been riding with Paul for the last few days, but he's raced off ahead now. So now it's just me and Laura again, just enjoying this absolutely beautiful stretch of coast. Accommodation in this part of Thailand is plentiful, and for around $30 a night you can stay in a beachfront bungalow or something a little simpler for around half of that. Section's just become really sunny, a lot of road work going on, so they've cut the trees right back from the side of the road. There's a few hills, very hot. So we're just riding between Chumphon and Ranong today, which is going from the east coast to the west coast. Bit of a highway to take us between the two coasts, but nice big shoulder, nice and quiet too. Pretty good day's ride. As we crossed over to the west coast, we started to notice a change in the culture, with more Muslim influence in this part of Thailand, and for us that just meant more new foods to explore, like these delicious curry rotis. Arriving in Ranong, we made our way straight to the port area, full of fishing boats and ferries that would take us, along with a load full of cargo, out to the picturesque Koh Phayam for a few days off the bikes, relaxing on the beach. When we got back to the mainland, we had a worrying process of unloading our bikes off the boats due to a low tide. But with some trust in the helpful locals, everything made it safely onto the pier, and we were back on the road, now joined by our new friends Andy and Sarah of Project Pedal Further, who we'd met out on the island. Just riding down the west coast now. We left Chumphon a couple of days ago after spending a few days out on Koh Phayam, which was beautiful. Headed towards Phuket now, a couple hundred k's away. Bit of a highway stretch here, but really quiet. And yeah, just another beautiful part of Thailand. We made our way inland to one of Thailand's many beautifully preserved national parks, Sri Phang Na National Park, where we spent the afternoon swimming with the fish below this awesome waterfall, before setting up camp for the night right there in the national park. A small stretch of new highway then took us down to the historic tin town of Takuapa. With its Sino-Portuguese architecture and muralled walls, it was an interesting town to wander through, full of nice cafes and good food. Camped in another one of the national park campsites again last night here on the beach just north of Phuket. Really good option when you're looking for somewhere chilled to camp, because there's generally no one else camping in them, and for a few baht you've got access to toilets and showers and a nice, relaxed, clean, chilled campsite. The stretch of coastal villages around Natai gave us a really chilled last day's ride before crossing the bridge onto the busy island of Phuket. We spent our last night on the road in some interesting accommodation, a room provided by the local police. We were here by choice, of course, with these guys just nice enough to offer us somewhere to rest our heads. And our final morning was spent at a little cafe that local men bring their birds to so that the birds can socialise and sing together. Our journey from Bangkok to Phuket has been full of beautiful beaches and quiet roads, with endless amounts of delicious food, friendly locals and affordable accommodation that makes this part of the world a bike touring paradise. We're now continuing south into Malaysia and beyond, so please subscribe to this channel for more adventures or find us on Instagram at We Ride Bikes Places.